It's in the game.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. The Brooklyn Nets with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Pistons. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Tonight, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Detroit Pistons. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Pistons as they enter play. They held their ground in the first 2 games at their place. Now the test begins as they take the 2-0 lead on the road.
And you know, the first 2 games held the form, but now the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is because you don't want to be down 3-0.
Andre Drummond able to recover with the block. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Pistons ball here from long range. And Durant able to clear the rebound. Irving into the front court. Just getting started in Game 3. To Durant. Now to Jordan down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Drummond. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. Shot clock winding down. To Griffin. Has a look. Shot no good there for Griffin. Has a chance. Here's the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Layup goes down. Well done.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a...
To Griffin. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Griffin lets it fly from beyond the arc. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. To Hollis Jefferson. Durant. Andre Drummond snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Here comes the screen. To Drummond. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Hollis Jefferson. Here comes the screen. Durant against the former MVP. Baseline drive. Durant to the basket, but he can't finish. To Rose. Derrick Rose slams it down. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in what's now a... Here's Durant for two. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
To Luke Kennard.
Hey, watch the screen left.
To Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper misses. Andre Drummond. Huge block. Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
To Drummond. Down to 5 on the 24. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by him.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Screw right.
To Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Rose into the front court. His team up by 7. Screen coming. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. To Dinwiddie. Rebound Drummond. To Rose. Here comes the screen. Rose. Down to Zaza. Mitchell Robinson with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Rose. Gets it in the right corner. Rose. His first effort off the mark. Gets it at the top of the key. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
The jumper's off the mark. Here comes the screen. That's going to be out of bounds. Long key from three-quarters court. That's the end of one here in game number 3. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Irving for 2. Off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Jackson to Drummond. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better.
Irving to Jordan. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about
it. It's Detroit's ball. Jackson down to Griffin. No doubt. Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nets have it. Irving to Jordan. Probing the defense. Jordan's shot won't go. To Jackson. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Drummond. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Hollis Jefferson. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And scores. Strong take.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Screen coming. 5 seconds to shoot. Irving. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
This type of game needs to be celebrated.
Pistons come away with it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jackson, down low for Griffin. Swings it. Here comes the screen. Off the assist.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And a nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Jackson. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 4 for 6. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Irving. Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jackson with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at the rim. Blake Griffin trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Whoops, that won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Pistons didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Detroit Pistons. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
What you see on screen is how this team was able to gain its competitive advantage, doing what's necessary for the lead.
of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report.
To Drummond. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Rose. Drummond. To Rose.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
Kyrie Irving. 3 for 6 now.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Rose into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Griffin. Oh, emphatic slam.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Durant to Irving. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Flushes down the slam.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Irving to Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose. Pistons have it. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Pistons come away with it. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Brooklyn with the basketball to Hollis Jefferson.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Takes stock of the floor. Here comes the screen.
I got your help.
Shot clock winding down to Hollis Jefferson. And Griffin the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Durant. Not that time. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
KD with the rock. To Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. Probing the defense with a drop step. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Down to Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. And the 2 for Blake Griffin.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get...
Here comes the screen. To Drummond. Short jumper misses.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And now he's going to shoot it. Misses the second as well. To Luke Kennard. To Griffin. Down to 5 on the 24. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant to Dinwiddie. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Beyond the arc for 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
Gets a look, can't hit. 4-3. Rebound comes to Kyrie. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big to Irving. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Irving. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Griffin. Drummond. 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. They have to keep him in their grasp.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Andre Drummond sends it away. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Durant. The Pistons are the winners. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Pistons put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Detroit Pistons. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Hey, it's Coach Johnny from Handle Life. The one filled it up last night, getting bucket after bucket after bucket. Let's check it out. Highlights. That's not just talent. Scoring like that takes a lot of practice. Coach dribble too much, and I'm out. Bag.
lie, he just wanna pour shit and product of that environment that he was for. Then change course when it's out of control. Feel it down in my soul. Fast forward and foresee that fork in the road. Listen, mention you on the road, foreign car whipping. It's mind bending. Open your eyes, I'm bending the rules. Time ticking, the time's different on a globe where every soul trying to survive in it. That's the main concern. Whole hood celebrate when the tables turn, you see. Feels like I'm on the cusp. Great forever, forever's not long enough, it's just. Still can't start so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment and try to find your last opponent. Trying to find the answer before this life flashes past you. Blink of an eye, go ghost like a phantom. I'd rather imagine a whole block popping, toast and glasses. More life, no ashes to ashes.
EA Sports. It's in the game.